Welcome back, everybody, to the Fantasy Football Bros podcast. It's your boy,
All I do is win, no matter what.
Chaz, and I got a full house today. I've got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jay Coleman. Jay Coleman, what's up, dog?
What's up, boys?
Rest in peace to the voice of Darth Vader, for sure. J-E-J.
Yep.
Rest in peace. We have got the no nickname, no nonsense,
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Adam Van Houten.
What up? We're here.
We are here, and of course, we've got the fantasy football surgeon himself,
like a surgeon.
Zags. What's up, Zags?
The undefeated fantasy football surgeon.
Yeah, we'll get into our performances and stuff. Zags, real quick, any tributes from Let's Talk Nerdy for J.E.J.?
No, we did absolutely nothing.
Okay, very nice. Nice nerdy podcast, everybody.
We suck.
You probably just missed it.
We did
Okay.
shoot this week's episode
Yeah.
prior to the news, but well, maybe next week.
And I'm not going to edit that out, so people are going to know.
Totally fine. That's
Okay, we got a lot to discuss today. I couldn't do it with last week's episode, so we are going to squeeze in our official predictions for the year. And I'm going to be honest with one of my predictions when we get to it. Something that happened during the week did affect and have me change, but I will say what it was, and I will say what my original idea was as well. All right, you understand what I mean? You know, something that happened during the week made me change. Now that wouldn't have happened had we went last week, but it was only one pick. So if it affected anyone else, just be honest about it when we get there. All right?
tension mounting.
Yeah, just be honest about it when we get there. So
Cut the tension in this room with a knife.
you know how you cut it.
Like a surgeon.
That's how you cut it. So we've got a lot to discuss. I want to fly through these picks so we can get to discussing about week one. All right. So everything sound good, boys?
Roll.
Good to me.
All right. Let's fly through this. And I am back on my 2001 shit, Dave. Look at that,
Look
baby.
at this guy, spreadsheets galore.
And we got it
Nice
locked.
guy.
It took me and Jay a few minutes to figure it out, but we got it, baby.
I'm super
Nice.
impressed, man. I'm super impressed.
We are here. We are talking about the AFC West. And Adam, who won the AFC West last year?
Well, I believe it would be your defending. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep, they were, and I think they're actually a better team this year than last year. And they, ladies and gentlemen, are my pick. The Chiefs. The Chiefs I'm leaving it. The Chiefs are my pick to win. They used to be called the Queefs, if you guys didn't know, but then they changed. So the Chiefs are my pick to win the division. Are we going across the board, guys?
You already know.
Yeah,
can
you
chalk,
might as
can
well.
chalk that across
Yeah.
the board, right?
You too, Jay?
It's just straight across.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll go
Yeah, I mean it has to be Chiefs, dude. If we're not writing the Chiefs, then
the
I don't
Chiefs
know
for
what else it is.
everybody. The Chiefs for everybody. All right, nice and easy. I mean, I think they're a better team than last year. So why wouldn't they? I think they're a better team than last year, and I think everybody else in the division got worse. I think Denver got a little better, but they're no competition. So
That's relative.
yeah, relative, Denver was better than their ass last year, and now they're just like kind of ass. But yeah, we're all going with the Chiefs across the board. So we'll do this snake style. Dave, why don't you tell me who you got coming out of the NFC or the AFC North?
AFC North, we're going to go with them Baltimore Ravens again.
Again, the Ravens. All right, Adam, what about yourself?
Yeah, I'm going Ravens too, man. I just don't think the other teams in the North even come close to what the Ravens can do on offense. As we saw, the Steelers not even scoring a touchdown.
That's a bold claim considering there is a certain team in Cincinnati there. Jay, what's your pick?
Yeah, and they've only scored a touchdown.
No, I know.
Ravens for me as well.
Yeah, and I'm going Ravens too. But you know you do have to worry about. I'm not writing off, and we'll get to that in the more fantasy football part of the show. I'm not writing off the Bengals yet. They've started slow every year, right? So I'm not writing them off. But like you guys always know, I was always saying that Joe Burrow was overrated. So maybe he is. Is this the year that's gonna say he is? Right?
I'm not writing off the Bengals just yet, but let's not get too excited because we all know that Lamar is just going to blow it in the divisional round. So,
But we're not talking about that yet. So I mean, I think it's easy to say that they are going to be the the champs, and obviously we all picked it. And remember, folks, you can catch us live on the Chazcast on Twitch. All right, so Adam, we'll go with you to start the AFC South.
Oh God, the AFC South. I liked what I saw from Anthony Richardson. I don't see any reason why they can't win. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think of the South. Jacksonville lost.
Yeah,
Houston won, obviously, over the Colts.
no, baby.
It's really hard to go against AR right now, but give me Houston on this one.
Oh, okay. I wrote Colts for it.
No, yeah, give me Houston. It just has to be. They have a lot of firepower and somehow the most boring running back in the league.
Tore it up.
Had a really, really great game. Give me Houston on that.
You're going Houston. Jay, what do you got going on?
I'm taking the Colts.
Let's go.
You're taking the Colts. I'm right with you, Jay. I'm taking the Colts as well. I took the Colts last year. I really think Stephon Diggs is going to bring that team down. If you even just look at Stephon Diggs' stats, Nico Collins had a huge game. Joe Mixon had a huge game. Stephon Diggs had, 3 catches for 30 yards and 2 touchdowns? Does that not sound like somebody is in the locker room saying they need to catch the ball? That just screams that for me. I think Stephon Diggs is going to murder Houston. What do you think, Jay? Why are they your pick?
I like AR. They got Pity. Hopefully they got a healthy JT. So I think putting all that together, and I don't know. Something just rubs me the wrong way with Houston. I don't know if it's Diggs or what, but I just think the Colts are gonna. I think it's gonna be close, but I think the Colts are gonna pull it off.
I'm guessing this is going to be a 3 for, huh, Dave?
You know I got to go with the Colts. I am all in on AR this year, bro.
Listen, my mind can be changed, absolutely. Absolutely can be changed.
It's okay for you to be a lone dog because you'll get the point.
No, it's 100% fine. I'm saying is my mind can absolutely be changed. That's why I started with, hey, I really liked what I saw from Anthony Richardson. There's no reason why they can't win, but yeah, I have to stay with Houston. They won it last year. Diggs had 2 touchdowns. They absolutely added to their offense. Just saying.
Your opinion really doesn't matter.
So Adam is doing the thing that he did last year, picking up last year's winners. He's doing that so far.
Listen, it's fine. It's a fine.
We literally just did that for the first 2 picks. Like, what do you mean? Just because I picked Houston?
You're 3 for 3.
Houston literally just beat the Colts, so it's not an outlandish pick.
Yeah, thank you.
I got your back, bro. I
appreciate you. At least somebody does.
We're going to skip the AFC East. We'll talk about that at the last because I'm sure we'll get into that a lot. So we're going to move into the NFC West, and we're going to start with you, Jay.
I'm taking the 49ers.
Yeah, I figured as much. Defending NFC champs.
Oh,
and
Jay, they picking all last year's winners, dude.
The defending NFC champs, they're the ones to go after, even though they didn't have one certain running back. They still crushed crybaby Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. And Dave, what do you got?
You guys ready for this one? Go ahead and chalk it up to the old Rammies.
Okay, all right. That's good. What's your pick, Adam?
I got the Rams too, my brother.
Let's go.
Interesting.
You know how I feel about my Matt Stafford, man, and he's healthy. Kupp is healthy. He had 21 targets over the weekend. Are you kidding me? He's back.
But Puka Nakua's got to be the one you draft in the second round, right?
Well, apparently, according to everybody else.
Because Big Fantasy Football told you that. Just like Big Fantasy Football told you, Christian McCaffrey has to be the number 1 running back. Big Fantasy said so. He's not going to get hurt. Oh, shit. Damn. Well, okay, so that's my problem is Big Fantasy. Fuck Big Fantasy. All right, we're going to move on to the NFC North, and what are we back? We're back to me now, right? So NFC North, I am going with, even though a certain quarterback got hurt, out only for a few games, I'm going to give it to the Packers. I really believe in their team. I think if they can come out of this injury of Jordan Love, at 1-3 at least, 2-2, I think they'll be fine. They didn't even put him on IR, so they're not thinking he's even going to be 4 games. So if they get out of this with missing 2 games with Jordan Love, I'm very happy to pick the Packers. And we'll move on to you, Dave.
I'm going to go ahead and take Detroit.
Do it.
Yep, got to do it. I hate Dan Campbell. Amon-Ra's great. Gibbs is great. Whatever. I don't know. They just find a way to win games, man.
Yeah.
Didn't I ever tell you about Bumbles?
Dave and I are on the same page here. I gotta go with the Lions here. They somehow rally around Dan Campbell. They love him. It's just Detroit until they show me otherwise.
All right. What do you got, Jay?
I'm taking the Packers.
Hey, all right. That's cool. We went 50-50 there, just like last round. Me and Jay are on the same wavelength here. I really don't think that it's absurd to think that they can come back from losing Jordan Love only 3-4 weeks. I mean,
Well, they haven't even ruled him out for this week yet. There's what's his name said that there's still a chance he could play, but
yeah, he's not playing.
but I know he's not. But
Spoiler alert, but Green Bay is clearly firmly planted as one of my wild cards, so it's not like it's out of the realm of possibilities.
Okay, fair enough. We'll move on to you, Dave, for the NFC South, and this one's going to be interesting.
This one's going to be easy. I think it's Tampa all the way.
Tampa, okay. All right, what do you got, Adam?
Just throw him in there, buddy. Give me Tampa. Mike Evans going for 11 straight seasons, and Baker looked really good in week 1. Man, I can't.
He did.
Oh my God.
He definitely did.
He's got to do it. He
I got
just can't
to.
help himself.
I can't
he
help
literally
it.
can't help himself.
They were the Falcons, by the way, is what I picked for the list.
Albert's got a touchdown, so Chaz has to pick the Falcons.
Now let's be fair. The Falcons did not look good last week. Week 1, I can totally admit that. But they were my pick before the season. I'm not going to change my pick because of one bad game. You know, they're going to warm up. I believe in their weapons. I believe in Kirko. I believe in their defense. I mean, I believe in them. So they were one game away from doing it last year. So there's no reason I think that with the coaching upgrade that they can't do it this year. So NFC
Two
East.
games away from doing it last year.
Well, they could have won that last game of the season. If they would have won that game the last game of the season, they would have made it. But they lost like idiots. Adam, who do you got for the NFC East?
NFC East, man. As much as I want to say the Cowboys, I don't know if they got it in them this year. I know they won last year, but man, did Saquon Barkley shine in his debut for the Eagles? Give me the Eagles.
I mean, that's because he's the best running back in all of football.
I mean, dude, he scored 3 touchdowns week 1, and I'm pretty sure he only had like 6 touchdowns all year for the Giants last year.
I've been saying it since 2018. So it's finally, hey, what? He's got an offensive line and some receiving threats to open up the boxes. Look at this motherfucker go. I totally agree. Jay, what do you got?
Eagles.
Whoop. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that. Yeah, I'm right with you there, too. God damn it, I did it.
Leave
it. What do you got, Dave?
Also the Eagles.
Okay.
Now I feel left out. Can you change mine too, please?
No, it's half and half again.
Oh.
It's half and half.
I also just want to clarify. This is more about Saquon and less about Jalen Hurts than it has.
100%.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
100%.
He doesn't look that good, to be fair.
He don't.
He don't, and I've said that for years. He is just getting blown up by his rushing stats, and people think he's a good quarterback, and he's not. And here we go. You're starting to see it, I think. But I still think the team is great. I love the defense. I think they got the best. I think they got the best 2 receivers in the NFL. Not 3 weapons, but the 2. If you're talking about top 2 receivers, I said that forever. They got the best top 2 receivers in the NFL. So, all right, here we go. The biggin.
Just write it in.
Yeah,
The
just
big
right
in.
in across the board.
Except for Dave, because he's going to pick Miami.
Yeah.
All
He's not a
right.
Bills fan anymore.
I picked the Dolphins to win the division last year.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so throw shade at the bottom square there.
But for me, yeah, let's fucking go. And what do you got, Dave?
I am also taking the Bills.
Yeah, baby. Now, did anything this week change your opinion?
No,
Or were you were ready?
no, I was ready with the Bills.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I think they're going to be an actual better team without Stephon Diggs and Josh playing quarterback. And we've said it before, said it again. Miami actually didn't look as good. They won. They had a couple big plays, but I wasn't that impressed with them. Aaron Rodgers looked fucking awful. Like Aaron Rodgers looked like he was 41 years old playing quarterback in the NFL, and yeah, the other team, yeah, we'll move on from them. But yeah, I think it's actually I'm more confident this year than I was last year, and that's kind of weird because most people aren't, right? So that's
Aaron
where we
Rodgers
are.
is bad for sure.
Yeah, he did not look good. So speaking of Aaron Rodgers, just anybody the Jets in their wild card?
No.
No.
Okay.
I do not.
Good. That was interesting. Okay, so we'll start with you, Adam. Who are your 3 AFC wild cards?
I gotta say Miami, and it's solely because of Tyreek Hill. Man, that dude can blow the top off of a defense at any moment. Okay, so give me Miami there. Give me the Colts in the wild card since I picked Houston to win the division, and I gotta look at the divisions now because I didn't do any research because I was at work late.
Okay, go ahead, Dave. What are yours?
We got Houston, Miami, and Jacksonville.
Okay.
I don't mean to laugh, but you're out of your fucking mind.
Jay, what are yours?
Wait till that bad boy hits. Wait
I
till
hope
that bad
so.
boy hits.
I hope so.
Miami, Houston, and Bengals.
Okay, so got some Cincy love. My 3 wild cards are Miami, Cincinnati, and tighten up, baby. They thought they looked really good. If he comes along, I thought their defense looked good. I thought their running game looked good. And if Mayo boy comes along, I think they're going to be.
No, give me the Bengals. Fuck Tennessee, dude. They're terrible. Will Levis is
all right. Whoops. So what was it? I just deleted it by mistake.
Miami,
Colts.
Indy,
Colts.
and Cincy.
Okay, and then I just noticed I only did 1 wild card, so I'll put this down here for the next wild card here. We'll go down here. Stop moving. Okay, so down here will be NFC wild card. All right, who are your NFC wild card teams, guys?
Ooh.
So we'll start with Dave.
I got San Fran, Dallas, and Green Bay.
And Dallas and Green Bay. Okay, Adam, we'll go to you last. Jay, what do you got?
Rams, Cowboys, I don't know. Lions.
Lions, okay. Now there's no big surprises. I think maybe Jacksonville was a surprise. Maybe me with Tennessee was a surprise. But I got another surprise here.
Definitely you with Tennessee was a surprise.
But there's always a surprise team. Remember how everybody was so confident Houston was going to be awful last year, right? There's always a surprise team. So my 3 NFC teams are Dallas, the Lions. This is going to sound weird, but I really like what they're building there. Seattle. They were just in the playoffs 2 years ago. They got rid of the old school coach. They kind of brought in an old school coach too. But like their defense looked great. Geno's efficient. They're starting to get the running game cooking. In that division, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. But I think they're going to be the ones that come out on top.
Yeah.
So not top as a wild card.
Definitely give me the Niners. Definitely give me the Cowboys.
I thought you picked the Niners, you idiot. No, you picked the Niners.
No, I picked the Rams.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you idiot. The Cowboys.
And I'm going to go crazy here, too, and I'm going to give me the Cardinals.
Okay.
Because I think Kyler is back. Not that he's any good, but his rushing ability is going to save them in a lot of games.
Hey there,
But I think they can get it done. I think they can do what they need to do to get it done.
All right. And what were you interjecting there, Dave?
Nothing. I said I don't hate your picks.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I
You
can
can
see
edit that out if you want, though.
there's just always some random ass team, and this year I feel it's going to be Seattle and Tennessee. I think they're just being slept on a little bit. Okay, so we'll start with my NFC Championship game, and that's to me is coming down to Green Bay versus Philly. That is my NFC Championship game. What you got, Jay?
Mine's the same.
Green Bay versus Philly. All right, what do you got, Adam?
It's got to be the Niners.
Well, they always get there and lose.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's still going to get there.
Wah, wah, wah.
And it's going to and it's going to be the Eagles.
Wow, the Philly love. All right. After we just talked about shitty Jalen Hurts is. What about you, Dave?
I got Detroit and Philly.
Jeez, the fucking Philly love. Jesus. All right. Bad quarterbacks all around.
Again, we want to make sure that we let everybody know that it's solely based on Saquon Barkley and not Jalen Hurts.
Solely.
Okay. All right, Jay, we'll talk to you. What's your AFC ship game?
You might as well just put the Chiefs and the Bills in there for me.
Well, Jay's up first.
It's definitely the Bills. And I'm torn about the other ones because I don't want to just be like, oh, it's the same teams every year. But Bills Ravens.
Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, Adam, what do you got?
Bills Chiefs.
Bills Chiefs.
Always. As long as we don't play them in the round before that.
Well, we don't know the seeding, so that's why we're just making a guess. All right, what do you got, Dave?
Bills Chiefs.
Whoa!
Get ready, boys.
Get ready for.
That's what I think it's going to be too, but I didn't want to be like.
Get ready for Tennessee. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, you already put it down. You already
Bills versus Kansas City. Like I agree completely. Kansas City scares me more this year than last year, but I think by that time the Bills are going to scare more people than they did last year. All right, so my Super Bowl matchup is the Bills versus Green Bay. So what is yours, Jay?
Same.
Bills versus Green Bay. What do you got, Adam?
Listen, if it's Buffalo, Kansas City, until the Bills can prove to me that they can beat Kansas City in the playoffs, I'm going Kansas City, San Francisco again.
Oh, dagger in the heart.
I know. I have to. Sorry, Bills fans. Don't hate me, but
what do you got, Dave?
I just can't. I can't go against the facts.
I got Bills Detroit.
I would love
Okay.
to see Detroit in the Super Bowl.
That just
100%.
You say that 5 years ago, people would be like, "What the fuck
Yeah,
are
and
you?"
they'd be like, what the fuck is
Both
wrong
of these
with you?
teams.
All right, Adam, who's Super Bowl champ?
You know, as much as I hate the Chiefs, I'm going San Francisco.
Okay.
They get it done this year. They beat the Chiefs for the ship.
All right, Dave. What you got?
Bills, because this is the year that no one expects them to do it.
Jesus, my
Fair.
God. Let's go, fucking Bills. What do you got, Jay?
Bills.
My
To be
God.
clear, I do want to say that I hope to God that I am absolutely fucking wrong. Okay, I do not want to see KC and San Francisco in the Super Bowl again.
Okay, fair enough. Now, NFL MVP, and this is where I had a change of heart. I was stuck between two players, and I thought I made up my mind, and then an injury happened. I was originally going to pick Jordan Love. I really was. Jordan Love was going to be my NFL MVP, but after the injury, he's going to miss a few games. It scared me off of it. So I think he's following the footsteps of Patrick Mahomes 2 year. He lost his number one weapon. Everyone is doubting him, and I think Josh is going to do it. But I'm also going to just clarify that I did say Love originally, but I
You
did.
get fucking 2 picks, man.
It's an asterisk. It's an asterisk. We know my pick is Josh, but if Love does win, I at least want a little bit to be like, see, I shouldn't have changed my mind. That's all I did that
Nah,
for.
bruh.
What you got, Jay?
So I don't think he can be snubbed for a third year. So I'm going with Josh as well, because one, no one's going to expect it, and two, he was just voted the most overrated QB. So I don't know. I think could be the year finally.
The narratives are pointing towards him completely.
Yeah.
What do you got, Adam?
Mark it. It's got to be Josh this year. Man, it's year 7 for this kid, and like Jay said, he keeps getting snubbed. Like, how are you going to sit there and tell me that Lamar Jackson, just based on his running ability, was the MVP last year?
I mean, Lamar was great last year.
Lamar
I mean,
was shit last year.
Yeah, thank
What,
you.
Lamar
the
was
Dave.
13
Lamar
dog
was
shit.
fucking trash last
they
year.
were 13-3 or something, or 13,
I
14
saw
and 3?
a thing that Lamar Jackson last year had the same stats as Tyrod Taylor in like 2011.
Yep, I saw that too.
Yeah, but they weren't 14-3.
No, Lamar Jackson won an MVP off the back of the Ravens defense.
That's what happens sometimes.
Dog shit.
That's what happens sometimes. All right.
Yeah.
And then what do you got, Dave?
Lamar.
Yeah.
No, I'm just fucking kidding. The Josh. Put Josh in there.
Wow. I'm shocked. I really-
That was fantastic. That was exactly what I needed.
All right. So we all got the Bills winning the Super Bowl except Adam, and we all got Josh winning the MVP. So
Yeah,
very-
I had to be the oddball. I just want to be
That's all
wrong.
right. So let's start with Captain Rookie with Adam. Who is going to be the offense?
Listen, man,
here?
you're going to like this one, but I really do think Jaden Daniels can pull it off. If he plays like he did the other day, I know they lost, but his ability to play football is incredible, and I think he's got it.
Yeah. All right. What do you got, Dave?
Also, Jaden.
Yeah, I'm right with you guys, and I'm gonna be honest. This was my pick before Week 1. I know you guys probably thought I was going to say Caleb Williams, but no, I think it's going to be Jaden Daniels. Just like 2012, it was Andrew Luck and
Listen.
RG3. RG3 won Rookie of the Year. It's
I said Jaden Daniels should have been the first overall pick over Caleb Williams.
there's no way.
Just write it in, bro.
You're
I
doing
mean, there was no way you're correct, but I just think Jaden Daniels I think he's just better than Caleb.
Okay, this one's going to be an interesting one. Jaden Daniels, by the way, does not throw the ball well at all. He's not as bad as Malik Willis.
Not yet.
He doesn't throw the ball
That's all
well.
right.
He throws it better than Richardson, I think, but we'll see. To be determined. All right, this one's interesting. Comeback Player of the Year. Who do you got, Jay?
There's no question who it's going to be. It's going to be Rodgers.
You're thinking A-Rod? Okay, this is why it's interesting because there's a few decent options here. What do you got, Adam?
I hate to even say his fucking name, but Jay's right.
Wow.
If this guy comes back from an Achilles tear and then
Interesting.
just does anything remotely that Aaron Rodgers-esque, it's going to be him.
Okay. What do you got, Dave?
All right, man. Go ahead and chalk one up for Mr. Sam Darnold for me. I think
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is a freaking washed, dude. I don't care if he comes back. I don't care if the Jets wins games. If they do, it's going to be on the defense and Brees. A-Rod's washed.
I like the Darnold pick there.
So we got A-Rod, Darnold. I'm going to tell you, Dave, Darnold I wrote down, and I crossed them off. But I did have Darnold written down. Other candidates you could have had that people aren't mentioning are Joe Burrow, Anthony Richardson. But I'm not picking one of these guys. Darnold I had crossed off, but then I thought about it, and then I thought about it because I think this team is going to be good. He's coming back from the same injury, so let's go Kirko. I think Kirk Cousins, I think he's going to lead the team to the playoffs. I don't think Aaron Rodgers makes the playoffs. I don't think Sam Darnold makes the playoff. I don't think Richardson will make the playoffs. He will, but I don't think. No, I do think Burrow makes the playoffs. But I think Kirko just is like a bigger, better comeback story than Burrow. So, going with Kirko there. Nobody saw that coming, huh?
No.
No, not really.
We should have known with your Atlanta love.
Yeah, why not?
No, should
Give
have.
Kirko some love here. Everybody likes Kirko. Okay. All right, Adam. Who's going to lead the league in rushing yards?
Well, this could be Saquon's year. Give me Barkley here because the way he played in his debut for the Eagles was just unreal.
Okay.
I love it.
We got Dave.
Saquon.
Wowzers. Okay. Mine.
Tell me you don't have Saquon here.
I don't have Saquon here,
That's crazy to me.
and I am going with
Double J here again.
Josh Jacobs, especially with him being hurt, with Jordan Love being hurt for a few weeks there. I think they're going to ride Josh Jacobs to lead the league in rushing again. What do you got, Jay?
Quan.
Okay, cool. I can't put my money on Quan for that because he's going to miss a game. He's going to miss a game or two. It's Saquon Barkley, and if he doesn't, he could very well. But I don't want to jinx him. So he's going to have a huge injury, but he's going to miss like 2 games, probably. So. All right, we'll move on to Dave for who's leading the league, who's leading the NFL in passing touchdowns.
Chalk it up with Mahomes.
We got, yeah, I am right with you, my friend. What do you got, Jay?
Mahomes.
Okay, and what do you got, Adam?
I'm going to do something crazy here, and y'all are going to be like, holy shit.
Jared Goff.
Goff.
Give me Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Wow.
Guy's never thrown more than 28, so he's got to.
He threw 4 the other day, so
You can't go off the last week, bro.
I absolutely can.
No,
Why
he's
the fuck can't I?
It's supposed to be like before the season. That's fine. Go with Baker.
Well, that's not my fault we didn't record last week.
Okay. That's a tough bet. You should put money on it if you think that's going to happen.
I think it has a chance.
Because those odds are probably insane. Because I don't think he's ever broke 30. So to lead the league in touchdown passes, it's got to be what, 37 at least, right?
That's
Probably.
going to be the 1 point that puts him ahead of
Yeah.
us at the end of the season.
Maybe
Well, last year was 36 with Dak Prescott.
last year was 36. Okay, so yeah, so like that's Baker's got to get a lot. So he's off to a good start. That's for sure. Absolutely. Anybody else want to throw anything in before we move on? Because we had a bunch of those rando ones. Any big claims that they want to make? Or a certain player is gonna, anything? I'm trying to think.
You looking board bets?
Just anything. Yeah, like here.
You
Here
want
is
to know the best board bet out there? I bet
What?
you Chris Olave does not return on ADP again.
well, that's easy. I think we all take that one. I got it. Ready? James Cook, top 10 running back.
Oof,
I am going yes.
that's scary.
Jay.
What are we talking, like rush yards, touchdowns? Or just
Fantasy,
in general?
fantasy finish. Fantasy finish.
Yes.
Okay, would you guys feel comfortable if I said 12? Let me change it to 12.
Yes.
Okay, we'll change it to 12. We'll go 12. I'm still sticking to yes. Jay, you saying yes now?
Yes.
All right, Adam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you left it at 10, I was going no. But if you move it to 12, I'm saying yes.
All right, and Dave?
I'm going no, boys.
Okay.
I can't do it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I believe in
Love
James
the dude
Cook.
to death. He just cannot find the fucking end zone to save his life. So.
Dave, give me something. Give me a call. Make a call.
Ooh, Hawkinson comes back and becomes a top 10 tight end for the season.
He'll finish
Finishes
as
the
a
top 10 tight end.
So Hawk, top 10.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I can't take that. He's going to come back too late. I'm saying no.
No.
Okay.
Do we know when he's coming back?
No, but he got hurt like the last week of the season.
I know. That's what's tough about it. I love me some Hawkinson, dude. Give me a yes.
Yeah, okay.
If he comes back, dude, I do love TJ Hawkinson.
Okay. Fair enough. I know you guys are going to say no, and this is interesting. Is Caleb going to be a top 12 finished fantasy quarterback this year?
Just chalk me up as a fuck no on that one.
We know. He's
No
a
for me.
rookie, and he had a bad game, so he's just done for.
Yeah. Nope.
Just done for.
I believe I said fuck no.
What do you think, Dave?
No.
Okay. All right. Remember, I crushed you guys on this portion last year.
This will be a fun one. Dude, since he was getting drafted so high, Marvin Harrison Jr., top 15 wide receiver.
So MHJ, top 15. I'm going to say no.
That's a good one.
I think he's close to that. If you said 20, I would take it, but I'm going to say no at 15.
No.
Okay.
I gotta go no on that one too.
All right. And you're taking it, Dave?
I gotta take it. I brought it up, right?
All right. Okay. Here we go.
I don't know. I was flying fucking solo on this.
Marvin Harrison Jr. versus Malik. Who's going to finish higher?
Ooh.
I'm going Malik.
Yeah, I'm taking Malik. Chalk it. Write it
Right.
in. Mark it down.
All right. What you got, Jay?
This is who's going to finish better?
Yeah, fantasy.
Oof. I got to go with Neighbors only because that's their only option.
Okay. And what do you got, Dave?
I'm gonna go Harrison as much as I don't want to. I got a lot of Malik this year, but I don't know, dude. I think that one catch for 4 yards is obviously a fluke.
Yes.
It's obviously a fluky week. You know what I mean? I think vibes are low right now on Harrison, and it can't sustain that way the entire season.
Here's a fun one. Battle of the Devontaes. Who's going to finish higher, Smith or Adams?
I hate that this is even a question.
I know.
It's a good one, isn't it?
It really is, and it's sad.
I'm literally working out a deal in one of my leagues for Devontae Adams right now. Give me Devontae Adams.
I'm going Smith. I just think.
Give me Minshew mania going crazy.
All right. What about you, Jay?
Smith.
And what about you, Dave?
This is obnoxious that I have to take this. Give me Smith. It really is obnoxious.
Right? That's why these are the good ones. Like, these are the good ones, the ones you have to actually think about. I did not like what I seen from the Raiders offense at all. So I just can't buy it. And even if he gets traded to to the Jets, I still don't care. I still don't care. I mean, I was going to say, like, Kupp versus Nakua, but we already said we all thought Kupp, and now with the injury, it's not a fair question.
I don't think it's fair. No.
Yeah, and it's not a fair question. You got anything, Jay?
What other receiver gets a ton of targets
Garrett
besides Kupp?
Wilson.
Like, Kupp gets a ton.
I mean, Kupp had 21 targets.
All right, yeah, we know about Kupp.
I want to get a fair comparison here because I want to say who's going to have more.
So you want to
receptions.
compare Kupp to somebody?
Yeah.
I mean, Kupp's on pace for like 150. We could do Cooper Kupp like over one.
Well, we could say Kupp.
30.
We could say
130?
Kupp versus. Could say Kupp versus like Double J. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
guess.
that.
So who's going to finish higher, Kupp or Double J? I know.
No,
Kupp,
I'm talking receptions though, not
Receptions?
fantasy point. Who has more receptions? That's what I was comparing it to. Like who gets a lot of targets, I should say. We know Kupp gets a fucking boatload of targets.
CeeDee Lamb had 181 last year. Adams had 175. Hill had 171.
So you
I
want to
mean-
say who about you talking receptions? How about receptions? Kupp versus Lamb.
There, that works.
Kupp versus Lamb receptions. And then I'm going with Lamb here. It's just I know Kupp's a monster, but there's nothing else in Dallas, so I got to go with Lamb there. Jay, what do you got?
Probably Lamb.
Okay, it's a good one though. They're going to be close, I think. Adam, what do you got?
I'm going Kupp.
Okay, and what do you got, Dave?
Yeah, give me Lamb.
All right, you got one, Jay?
No.
No, can't think of one. Did we do any quarterbacks? Okay, so want to just call that? That's where we're at, and we'll get on with the episode.
Did we
That's
do
pretty good.
Did we do quarterbacks? I don't even know.
Yeah, we didn't really do one for a quarter. It's fine. We'll just go there and we'll talk about fantasy football. That took 37 minutes. I wanted to go about a half hour on that. So, all right, let's talk about week one of fantasy football. Major injuries we discussed. Obviously, you lost. I mean, Jordan Love's the huge one. There's other ones, but Jordan Love is the absolute monster. Well, and
yeah,
Puka. And Puka.
Jordan Love is a big one. Puka Nakua for where he's been drafted is a big one.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about Puka because he's forgettable.
CMC.
How about the CMC? Yeah, that's
Well, that's
crazy.
crazy because guess what? He didn't get injured week one.
How about-
So
how
No,
about
they
the
just dropped it
49ers?
fucking day before Monday Night Football. And was like, oh, by the way, he's fucking injured. And they're like,
Day
oh,
before?
by the way, it's Achilles.
Yeah, by the 10 minutes. By the way, he's not playing.
It was
Absolutely.
literally like 2 hours before the game started. It was like, oh, surprise inactive.
How nervous
McCaffrey's
you
not
guys are
playing.
about this?
Oh, I'm super nervous. I told you guys at the beginning of the season, I'm very iffy of drafting him. He's injury prone. He's glass. He's had 2 healthy years, and I didn't trust him at all. So I am nervous as hell, especially with an Achilles. Forget about it. And especially if he has an Achilles, and now Jordan Mason is playing well. So, like, he's going to come back. He's not going to have the workload he had before. No chance. He is a top 20 running back, or moving forward, if he's healthy. He's not. I have no problem saying he's out of the top. He is not a number one running back moving forward, even when he's healthy. Nope.
Yeah, this is super concerning because it's one of those things that could be a 3-week thing or it could be a 12-month thing. You don't know. Plus, all this inflammation, who knows? They could come out and be like 3 weeks from now, they got the inflammation under control, and they're like, oh, it's like he's got a partial tear now because we couldn't see it before because of inflammation or some bullshit. So, I don't know. It's not great.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't even think about it as a week one injury because they played it. They played it horribly. They should be investigated because they
I
knew
think
this
they
was
are.
happening. That they need to be investigated because they held that, and especially with the NFL taking so much pride in and letting gambling happen. You know how much, not just fantasy football, you know how many like parlays that fucked over and everything? Like Awful.
Well, most betting sites probably just voided that pick and just gave you the odds without him.
Yeah, but
would
guess
be
what?
my
You
guess.
couldn't do that with fantasy football. So,
Right, and that's the thing, and that's why I considered it a week 1 is because we're talking about fantasy football here. How many owners lost week 1 because they were banking on Christian McCaffrey getting them 25 to 30 points?
Yep.
I mean, Jordan Mason came in hot and got, I think he was at like 22 or 23 points. If he's playing well, and I agree with you there, if he's playing well, Christian McCaffrey's not coming back with the same workload he had before. Yeah, it definitely makes me nervous. I don't have any Christian McCaffrey stock, so I'm kind of happy, and I was able to get Jordan Mason off waivers in one league, so I'm pretty set there.
Yeah, I'm pissed that I let big fantasy bully me into like putting Christian as my number 1 player. I didn't take him anywhere, but like I just felt like just everybody been like, "What do you mean Bijan as the number 1 running back when Christian McCaffrey is there?" This is exactly what I mean about Bijan as number 1 running back without Christian McCaffrey. So like it's just like it kind of just reopened my eyes to like just go with your gut sometimes in fantasy football, and if I would have went for my gut, I would have been able to give you guys at home better advice and stayed away from Christian as the first overall pick. Somebody would have had him anyway, but to take this guy first overall and for him to do this, not even get on the fucking field so far is absurd. And I can't think of anything similar. I cannot think of anything similar. David Johnson broke his arm like 5 plays in. The motherfucker got in the field, at least, before this. Like, I don't know. I can't. I just can't. You guys want to hear the top 10 quarterbacks of week 1? Top 12, sorry, of week 1?
Do it.
Number 1, we've got Josh Allen. Number 2, we got Baker Mayfield. Number 3, we've got Jaden Daniels. Number 4, we got Anthony Richardson. 5, Lamar Jackson. 6, Derek Carr. 7, Geno Smith. 8th, C.J. Stroud. 9th, Tua Tagovailoa. 10th, Jalen Hurts. 11th, Jordan Love. And 12th, Patrick Mahomes. Pretty much all your big dogs there are in the top 12. It's funny because we always said that C.J. Stroud has to have a 4 touchdown game to not finish 8th, and week 1 he finished 8th. So he landed right there. Obviously Josh up there. Baker's a surprise, but having the 3 running.
What do you have? 3 touchdowns for Stroud?
Yeah, and he still
So, I mean,
finished
it's pretty close.
two touchdowns. He still finished 8th.
Didn't Collins score one?
No. So having your top 2, Josh and Baker, are weird, but then here you go. 3, 4, and 5 are your running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, Anthony Richardson, Lamar Jackson. That's what it does for you.
Yeah.
Like,
And I will say, it's only week 1, but we harped on it all the time. The running quarterbacks are where you need to be in fantasy football, and this kind of shows that. And if you're not a running quarterback, you just have to have an absolute lights-out game like Mayfield had. You got to throw for 4 touchdowns and 300 yards.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Jaden Daniels had less than 200 yards passing, 184 yards passing, 0 passing touchdowns. The dude scored almost 30 fantasy points. That's what
he
the
had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what the wheels can do.
I'm pretty sure he was over 100 yards rushing, wasn't he?
He's 88.
88. He's close.
The only one to break 100 was Lamar. Lamar had 122. That's insane.
That's what I thought. Okay.
That's insane.
I knew one of them broke 100 yards rushing.
Jeez, he probably had 3rd most rushing yards on the week. Okay, you guys ready to hear the top 12 receivers of week 1?
Fire away.
Oh.
Jaden Reed, my boy, number 1. Cooper Kupp, number 2. Tyreek Hill, number 3. Alan Lazard, number 4. Jamison Williams, 5. A.J. Brown, 6. Alec Pierce, 7. Mike Evans, 8. Chris Godwin, 9. Stephon Diggs, 10. Xavier Worthy, 11. And Debo Samuel at 12. So, yeah, I don't see Double J. I don't see CeeDee Lamb. I don't see Jamar Chase. Nothing like we drew up.
No, not at all, man. That's a crazy week 1 for receivers, I think. I mean, it's not too crazy. The top is the top. But
We'll having Jaden Reed have a big week, but Kupp and Hill,
Sure.
that's not surprising.
Kupp, Hill. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised to hear the names in the top 12, except for Alan Lazard.
Allen Lazard is surprising. Jameson Williams is surprising.
Yeah.
Jameson Williams is surprising.
Alec
Alec
Pierce.
Pierce is surprising.
Yeah.
There's your boy.
Xavier
Dude. You
Worthy.
should have fucking called it this year.
I know. I thought, you know what? It's funny that happened, and I'm like, fuck. I remember picking him as a sleeper like 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was our first year.
I think it was just last year.
It might have been last year.
Yeah.
We've only been doing this for what, a year? 2 years? This is 2 years now.
We just had our 2-year anniversary, bro. Where you been?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think year 1 is when I called Pierce to be a sleeper. Then he got hurt last year.
You guys ready to hear the top 12 running backs?
This one's a little fluky.
This
Uh,
was crazy.
The top 2 running backs are owned by one Mr. Jay Coleman in our league of Saquon Barkley and Joe Mixon. At 3, we got Dave's favorite running back, Devin Achane. At 4, we got J.K. Dobbins. 5, Jordan Mason. 6, Alvin Kamara. 7, Ramondre Stevenson. 8, James Conner. 9, Aaron Jones. 10, Kenneth Walker III. 11, Jerome Ford. And 12, Tony Pollard. Yeah, very interesting running backs there as well.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
You go,
That's
but
a wild
here's
one. Didn't
here's the
expect- Go ahead.
no, go ahead. I
I
mean,
was just gonna say, I didn't expect Mixon to be up at the top, but here
Mixon
he is.
was crazy. And I think Dobbins is crazy. We know Mason's
Yeah.
crazy, but Dobbins is crazy. Like who?
Guys, clap it up for Dobbins for making it game 1.
Yeah.
He did?
No,
Surprisingly,
he made it through the preseason. Look at
The
this.
whole
Yeah.
preseason, made it through an entire game 1 of the season. What is this world coming to?
Great game.
I mean, I do want to say real quick, we did kind of call it. Now, obviously, we didn't. We're not going to call number 2 running back overall, but like we did say, Joe Mixon, the least sexy running back in all of football. When you make the pick, nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, damn, Joe Mixon's gone," but like, definitely a serviceable running back that you can get late.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're certainly not going to use fucking Damian Pierce. So
Dave, how many tight ends scored double-digit points?
I think 2, and they were both on the same team.
No and no.
No,
one was
didn't-
Isaiah Likely.
5. Only 5 tight ends scored double-digit points. Isaiah Likely, 28. Foster Moreau, 14.
yeah.
Brock Bowers,
Oh
11.
yeah, I forgot about Bowers.
The rookie. Kyle Pitts is your 4th guy with 11.
Kyle Pitts doesn't exist. I'm still on track for 2.
And then there you go with Jawan Johnson with 5.
Yeah, there you go. Same team.
Yeah, so 2 of them. But I just meant as a 2. Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't
You're
counting likely. It was the Thursday game. Kyle Pitts is
Right.
dead to me. 2. It was 2.
At 6, you got Chigo Conquo. At 7, Colby Parkinson. At 8, everyone's favorite Sam Laporta. At 9, David Njoku. At 10, George Kittle. At 11, Trey McBride. At 12, Dallas Goedert. And Kelsey finished at like 15.
Let's just jump to the important one right here. What the fuck happened to Dalton Kincaid that we thought like he was gonna be a key focal point of the offense and then just gets buried?
Well,
Yeah, that was surprising.
technically he was the key focal point of the defense because there were some plays where the Cardinals had 4 guys around him.
It's because we're a running team, and we're a running team now. And I mentioned this in our group chat. As much as we shit talk Sean McDermott and his use of rookies, the most ran snaps was Keon fucking Coleman. I can't believe that he had more than double the snaps than Curtis Samuel, and that blows my mind. He had more snaps than Khalil Shakir. Mac Hollins had more snaps than Khalil Shakir. You know why? Because they're the bigger guys that are out there blocking for the running game. But they had the most, not even snaps, they had the most routes ran. So, like, what is this team? Running out these big dudes like this. It's absurd.
I told you, man. I really think I know McDermott hates rookies, but I think this is the year that he doesn't have a choice. Like he doesn't have a choice. He has to play Coleman. He doesn't. He can't just say get on the bench. Like they need him.
He's gonna. At some point, he's gonna.
For sure.
He's gonna do it. He is gonna fucking do it.
I don't know, man. I mean, the way people are so hyped for Keon Coleman, to have him not on the bench, I kind of agree with Dave there is that he has no choice. Like, he's, in my opinion, I personally think I think Sean McDermott is fighting for a job here. I don't know if he if he doesn't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs or doesn't make it to the playoffs or whatever the case may be, I don't think he's here next year.
I think he will be. They're too much fucking pussies to fire him at this point.
Because that's his culture. He bred this pussy culture. It's all him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and you really think that, the ownership is just going to be like, fuck it, we gave this guy a shit ton of money, we're going to pay him not to be here, he's gone.
Yeah, but
We got a new stadium
after
coming, blah, blah,
this is
blah.
Josh Allen's 7th year, and they can't get past the AFC Championship. Like, I agree that the ownership is just like, oh, we love this guy. Everybody loves this guy. Well, not everybody loves this guy. Like,
great.
we thought we shit on Sean McDermott so much on the podcast, but I do think that he's got to do something spectacular this year, and part of it is getting back to the AFC Championship and beating the Chiefs in the playoffs. Whatever happens in whatever order.
This Bills culture isn't about winning, though. They're all about, effort and being proud of the guys.
Being a great guy, right?
Yeah,
Right
being a great guy.
The real question is if we lose in the AFC Championship game, who are we going to take a picture of staring at the celebration?
Patrick Mahomes, because we're going to beat him. That's what that's what it's going to be.
Kermit the Frog here.
No, you know what I hope to see? This is what I hope to see. The Bills beating Houston and watching Steph Diggs watch our celebration. That would be fucking awesome.
That
Would
would be
that
the
be awesome?
ultimate. I think that would be the ultimate kick in the fucking balls.
That would not be awesome.
Especially after him saying, "Oh, I needed a change, so I made it happen." Like, that was some bullshit.
Fuck him. Dave, I'm going to go to you because you're quicker at thinking on your feet, and these guys could think of the answer. Who was your fantasy MVP for Week 1? Your fantasy MVP. Who won you games? Like, who was the guy? I know the answer.
Why are we taking ricochet shots over here?
I'm just giving.
Without a doubt, it's AR. I mean, the dude. I own the dude in literally every single league that I drafted this year. I drafted 8 leagues. I own Anthony Richardson in all of them. I'm all in on Anthony Richardson. He delivered. Yeah. And I got a bunch of Mike Evans too. So
For me, it was a tie between Jaden Daniels and Jaden Reed, the Jaden brothers. I have them in probably half my leagues. I got Jaden in a lot, or I can't just say Jaden. I got Jaden Reed in a lot of my leagues. I'm in 6 leagues. I probably got Jaden Reed in 4 of them, and I've got Jaden Daniels in 2 or 3 of them. So, my Jaden boys. Who was your MVP, Jay? Saquon, right?
No, because I think that was kind of like, I don't know, I feel like everyone was guessing that he would be at the top, especially with the team that he's on and the offensive line. I would either go with, I think, Joe Mixon or Baker.
Okay. Very, very nice. Very nice. What about you, Adam? Who's your MVP?
MVP of the Super Bowl?
What? No, who's your
Week
fantasy
one fantasy.
Week
Or
1?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't listening to the question.
Who's your fantasy MVP for Week 1? The guy that won
My
you.
fantasy MVP for Week 1, it's got to be Saquon. I mean, 3 touchdowns, stellar performance on a new team. Love it.
Okay. And then, Dave, we'll start with you with this question. Maybe these are new segments. Who's your fantasy turd of the week?
the fantasy turd of the week.
Yeah, I don't think I need to explain this one, do I?
No, I just want to do a quick shout out to the fucking ghost of Mark Andrews. Where the fuck were you, bro? Did you forget you had a fucking game? Where was this guy? Mark Andrews, turd of the week.
Let's be fair that Mark Andrews is recovering from a car accident, all right?
Andrews, turd of the fucking week, dude.
You like this segment, Dave?
Yeah, this is great.
Turd of the week.
Man.
Jay, you can call it turd of the week or fuck this guy, Jay. But who's your guy? Who's the turd of the week for you?
Drake London.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna be a fucking turd of the season, bro.
That's a good one.
you picked him too. I remember, and you were like, I might as well take a chance. You regret that now, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right, Adam, who's your turd of the week? Who screwed you?
Man, mine's got to be Joe Burrow. Man, we thought he was coming back. He was ready and healthy, that wrist, and he just laid an absolute dumpster fire of a game out there against New England. Man, he still had Jamar Chase out there, but didn't matter. He couldn't get him the ball. And he couldn't beat the fucking Patriots with Jacoby Brisket? Come on.
Okay. My turd of the week is me. I in Dave's league. In Dave's league, I lost this week by 2 points, and last second, Sunday morning, I subbed out Rashard Stevenson. I subbed Ramondre Stevenson out and missed his 22 points to put in Raheem Mostert, who got me 2.9 points. But not only am I the turd for doing that, I lost by 2 points. I had on the bench Ramondre Stevenson with 22, Zach Moss with 13, Jaden Reed with 33, Jaden Daniels with 28, all sitting on my bench while I have fucking Raheem Mostert with 2 points and Devontae Adams with 8 points. So, and Dalton Schultz with 3 points, but that didn't really matter. So I'm the turd there, but I guess actually the turd would be Raheem Mostert. He fucked me. And I also concur with Dave with Mandrews over there. That was
for sure.
awful.
That was a brutal game for him.
That was awful.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one for the bettors too. I believe it was the Bills game, and Josh Allen had his 49.5 rushing yards, and then I believe he was at like 51, and he took a knee on the last play and lost 2 yards. And fucked a lot of parlays.
Wow.
And I'll tell you this right now. Country music superstar Eric Van Houten had him in a parlay. Didn't win the parlay because of the kneel down.
Wow.
Jeez. That's you know what he gets for that? He gets
That is tough.
let me tell you a parlay I lost. A 5 or 6 leg parlay. And I hit all of them except one. And the only one I didn't hit was I took under on Keon Coleman fantasy points at 6.5 because I thought with Sean McDermott, I thought that was my lock, that he was going to have like 2 fantasy points. And that motherfucker had 7.0.
Raise
On a
your
6.5.
hand if you said in the group chat that was the one that was going to screw you. Go ahead.
You were right. You
Raise
were
it
right.
up.
It screwed me. I got everything else right except that one. And
Don't
that's the
worry.
one that screwed me
Don't
over.
worry, boys, because Dave's locks of the week are coming back very, very soon.
I was actually 3 for 3 on my Stone Cold Locks of the Week in a group chat, and Jay can verify this. They asked in the one group chat for Thursday night game, what is going to be the bet? And I said Derrick Henry first touchdown. Locked it up, got it right. Game 2. All right, Rico says, Tony, what's going to be the lock of this game? And I said Jalen Hurts 0 rushing touchdowns. Boom, got it. And my third one was, and you guys know this one, the Cardinals at +6.5, right? And we beat them by 6, I believe. So got all 3. So I was actually good with those calls, but my parlays didn't work out for me.
We should flip this over to just a sports betting podcast.
Well, we would have to win money to do that.
I got us. I got it.
You got it. All right, everybody. Sorry for the week off, but we're back.
I'm back.
You know, I've been setting up my new restaurant coming soon. Keep your eyes out. But remember, the Chazcast. I also took a break from doing the music reviews, but those are coming back too. Fantasy Football Bros are rolling. The new restaurant, AJ's Kitchen, is a coming. And you can catch a bunch of new like TikToks I've been doing on the AJ's Kitchen TikTok and stuff. So, Dave, thank you for joining us.
Always a pleasure, man.
Adam, thank you for joining us.
Every time.
Jay, thank you for staying awake. All right, guys, until next week, we'll see you then. Peace.
Later, guys.
Boys.